Hello everyone, my name is Swingpoynt and welcome to a video that I'm really excited to show you guys. This is an all endings video for Batman Season 2 Episode 5. And when I say all endings, I mean all of the Joker endings, because as you'll find out if you watch more of the videos, all endings is something that kind of incorporates itself with several different characters, including Tiffany. She has her own 5 endings. So this here is going to be the 5 endings for the Joker for the very last cutscene, and there's a lot of different things that make them go in a bunch of different ways. But to give you an idea of what each of them is before I start showing them to you, is there is Joker gets visited by Bruce, there is Joker sees Batman, there is Joker sees the bat signal, there is Joker puts lipstick on Bruce, and then also Joker burns Bruce. And I'll show you what it takes to get each one of those. It's a combination of using the Vigilante playthrough and using the Villain playthrough. So I'll try to show you them, I guess, in a certain type of order that I've seen in my mind. And I'll try to talk you through how you get each one, because it's a combination of the choice that you make with John, the very last choice you make with John, whether you say you were his friend or you're his enemy, and then also a choice that you make with Alfred, whether or not you choose to give up Alfred or you choose to give up Batman. So mixing and matching all of those together gets you all these different endings, and some rely on some parts and some don't rely on some parts. So I'll talk you all through it because there's a lot, and I've played through this probably who knows how many times. I've probably put like at least 12 hours just into episode 5, recording all these different things for you. So without further introduction, let's start working our way through these. Now with each of these endings, it's going to be from when I was recording them, trying to figure them out, so you'll kind of see me talking in a different sort of tense. But to give you an idea of what this one's going to be, it's going to be how to get Bruce to visit Joker. All right, so for this first one, what you have to do is there's a few different moving parts that affect different parts of these endings, but for this one specifically, all you have to do is be going down the Vigilante pathway and then also tell Joker that you were his friend. And then that will get you this ending where Bruce visits Joker.
Did you ever think of me as your friend? Like a true friend? Someone you actually care about?
Of course. Of course you were my friend.
You are one messed up guy.
Oh, there's something after. Okay.
Visitor for John Doe.
Bruce!
And now this ending here is when Joker sees Batman. In order for Joker to see Batman, you have to be going down the Vigilante path. You have to tell Joker that you were never friends with him. And then you also have to give up Alfred and choose to stay as Batman. If you hit all 3 of those, then you get the ending where Joker sees Batman, which is this one. God, it's so hard to say no.
Like a true friend?
So I feel like there's a couple of ways to do this. Not say anything and then say not once.
Care about.
Let's try not once.
We were never friends.
Oh!
You're a criminal. You were a means to an end.
Oh my God.
I was pretty far off the mark there, huh? That's all right. I learned from my mistakes. Enemies it is.
It hurts. It hurts. Oh, it hurts so bad. Ugh. So let's see if there's a say nothing option with this. Something makes me feel like, oh, wow, there is. So I'm going to be under the interpretation that it's going to kind of default to give up on Alfred because he's the one walking away. But I don't know. We'll see. Well, let's just see if he's got something else up his sleeve with silence here.
Rubbish goes out on Tuesday, and there's lasagna in the freezer. I'm sure you'll manage.
So it's give up, Alfred, if you don't say anything. Okay, now we know. I was curious. Time to go put on the old bat suit. All right, guys, so now let's see what happens if we are on Vigilante and then also said I was never your friend, John, or if you were silent. They should both be the same, I think. I'm really curious to see how this looks, actually. Probably really sad.
Down, will you? Can't even hear the voices in my own head.
Oh.
I knew you'd never really abandon me. Nothing can keep enemies like us apart.
Oh. Okay, I might have to look back at something here. I wasn't expecting that. Oh god, let me play through something again! And now for this one, you have to go down the vigilante path. You have to tell Joker you were never friends with him. And then you also have to give up Batman. So that way Joker will see the Batman signal in the sky, but he won't see Batman. Okay? So here's that one.
Did you ever think of me as your friend? Like a true friend?
So what if I say nothing here?
Someone you actually care
Do I
about.
default or do I say nothing?
Yes. I was pretty far off the mark there, huh? That's all right. I learned from my mistakes. Enemies it is.
So it's the same as not once. You just don't say such mean things. Okay. Okay. I was wondering if there'd be like a secret thing in there, but no, it seems like that's what it defaults to. Okay.
Alfred, wait. Would you stay? If I promised things would be different.
Is that a promise you can keep?
Like you said, there are a lot of ways to help. I'm sure the city could use a man of my talent and resources.
Are you sure about this?
I'll
No.
do whatever it takes to keep our family together, Al. Even this. So please, tell me you'll stay.
Oh, maybe just one more night.
So let's see if anything's different if you stop being Batman and you said you weren't friends with John. I'm really curious to see if you still see Batman outside, because that would mean that John's either seeing things or he didn't keep to his promise of not being Batman. Not really sure what it means, to be honest.
Down, will you? Can't even hear the voices in my own head.
Interesting. So it does change. So what does that make? There's 5 different endings then, right? Okay, so now that we got those 3 out of the way, we'll go down the villain ones, which are way more simple in my opinion. So for this first one, this is gonna be when Bruce goes and gets lipstick put on him, or at least the doll of him. So in order to do this, you have to be down the villain path, and then you have to tell Joker that you were friends with him on the last choice that you have with him, and then you'll get the Bruce gets lipstick path. So here's that.
Someone like you? You'd never really be friends with someone like me. But I wanted to believe it so badly. We had some good times, didn't we, Bruce?
This question
It
again.
wasn't all bad.
Yeah, sure. Some of it was fun.
I hope you'll look at that scar and remember those good times.
We'll see. I bet you it does. I bet you it's the final choice, whether or not we choose to say we're friends or not. Oh, he's actually different though. He's much happier. Maybe not.
We had so much fun, Joker. I just couldn't stay away.
I knew you wouldn't be able to, Bruce. Let's get you ready.
Oh my. Oh wow, okay, I wasn't expecting that at all. Okay, so maybe that's just the villain ending. And then for this final one, if there's more than 5, oh my god, I'm so sorry, but I've gone through this like a billion times and I think I got them all, but I don't know, maybe I missed something. So to get this one, you have to tell Joker you were never friends with him and then also be on the villain path. And then what will happen is he will burn the doll. So here's that.
Someone like you? You'd never really be friends with someone like me. But I wanted to believe it so badly. We had some good times, didn't we, Bruce? It wasn't all bad.
I wish we had never met.
You say the cruelest things, Bruce. I know you don't mean them. You and I were meant to be together. I'll be the knife in your side until the end of time. Or until you finally bleed out.
We'll see if this is different. So this is a villain. Okay, so it's a villain thing, but I wonder if his dialogue's different.
I wish we'd never met, Joker.
So it's a little different.
Well, I can't change the past, Bruce. But I can make sure our future is very, very bright.
Wow. How'd you get a lighter? Okay, so that confirms that then. All right, guys, so I went through a bunch of different ways to do this. I think I got them all. If I didn't, I'm so sorry. Please tell me in the comments, I guess. But There might be one that you guys are curious about, and it was, well, what happens if you choose Batman versus choosing Alfred when you're going down the villain pathway? Does it affect anything? From what I've been able to tell, it does not. I've tried switching up the we were friends and we're not friends, and then also switching up the Alfred decision within that in the villain pathway. I know it gets kind of confusing when you start talking it out. But either way, it all wasn't affected by Alfred from what I was able to tell. So, with all that, I hope you guys liked these videos. If you did, please go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. Go ahead and sub. I put a lot of work into these videos here for you. I have all of these. I'm going to have all the Tiffany endings. I'm going to do pretty much everything you can do with Selena. And I have all the different playthroughs for episode 5. We've done a ton of stuff with Batman here. So if you like any of these like difference check type things and me really going into what if you did this, what if you did this, make sure you're subbed. That way you can see more of these videos as they come out, because Wolf Among Us Part 2 is going to be coming. And then also Walking Dead, the final season is going to be coming. So I'll be covering those, and I'm also covering other games that have these types of choice differences, such as The Council, which is a new one that you guys may not have heard of. I just put that on the channel recently. It's very good, and we've covered things like Life is Strange. I like looking into these types of things, so if you guys are into that, make sure you're subbed. That way you can see more of these videos as they come out, and then, you know, really whatever videos I release. And again, thank you guys so much for joining me on this journey here. This has been a ton of fun. I appreciate you so much. And, well, this is it. So, this has been Batman. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and then I'll see you in the next video that we do around here.